Today, I'm going to show you exactly why Perry Homes is one of the best builders in Texas. Hello everyone, today we're touring the 3413 plan with Perry Homes. This is a 4-bed, 4.5 bath property that also comes with a 3-car garage. You're sitting on just over 3,400 square feet, and I can't wait to show you the large kitchen, the 19-foot ceilings in the great room, and so many more features that I really just can't wait to get into in this property. And as we're taking our first steps into the great room, I really just want to point out why Perry Homes is so popular. Now, when you're taking a look at these floor-to-ceiling windows, the sliding glass back door that you see there, the high ceilings that go all the way up to 19 feet at the very top, it really all just comes together, adding so much natural light into their properties. That is what I would say their number one selling point is. Their standard home features really promote natural light and help you so much with giving your home such a large, open, luxury feeling. Now, we're going to take a look at the backyard in a second, but first I want to pan over and take a look at this large kitchen that we're working with here in the plan. The builder did such a good job with this kitchen. I love the two-tone cabinets with the darker cabinets on the bottom, the white cabinets on top with the lighting up above where you can see those glass inserts, and a fantastic backsplash that isn't too overbearing. I feel like this color could go in a lot of different plans. We also have this Whirlpool gas cooktop right under our in-wall custom range hood that goes into the cabinets right here. I think all of this comes together extremely nicely. And when we turn around, we get a little peek of the breakfast area where you can sit there, enjoy your backyard. And then we have our granite countertop with the undermount sink right here. I'm a big fan of what the builder did with this island because we're still able to use the sink and take a peek into that living room and see what's on TV. I'm also a big fan of these 3 pendant lights that are right overhead. And right now we're about to take a quick peek into that pantry. And then after that, we're going to go from the living room outside. And then I can't wait to show you guys the primary bedroom. And right here, we can see the 5-shelf pantry. Right now, the builder's using it to hold a lot of their documents and floor plans. And while we're finishing up in here, I thought I would introduce myself. My name is Mark Duncan. I am a realtor that has helped over 100 families get into their dream property since 2020. And I specialize in new construction, so I know exactly what to watch out for in a transaction, what to look for in a builder, and everything in between. So if you want to discover the secrets to a successful home purchase, I left a quiz that should be a great starting point for you to find out exactly where you are and where you should be before even talking to a realtor or setting foot in a builder office. So take a look in the description. I left a link to that. Let me know what you think, and let's get right back into the video. Now, I want to point out one thing I don't believe I mentioned so far in the video yet, and that's the flooring in here. This is all tile on the first floor, made to look like wood. And this stuff is super durable, easy to clean, and is comparatively easier to maintain than an actual wood floor. And for those reasons, I usually recommend this tile over getting natural wood, just because over time you have to start dealing with the warping, the humidity starts to affect your floors, and usually I would just recommend something that is a little bit more long-term like tile. Now, as we're getting out here into the backyard, we have this huge 30-foot extended covered back patio. Now, this is an option. Usually the covered patio would be about 14 feet. But one thing Perry Homes is really good at is making all of their quick move-in homes and inventory homes really stacked when it comes to their options. I usually see a lot of their inventory homes with this covered back patio and a few other options that a lot of buyers really prefer in their homes. So that's also an option when you're considering if you want to build or check out one of their inventory homes that'll be done sooner. And right before we turned around, we actually had a quick peek at one of Easton Park's many walking trails. The pond was back there. And I want to tell you a little bit more about why I think this community is one of the best out there in Austin. So Easton Park is a pretty new neighborhood out in Southeast Austin. It's about 12 miles from downtown, and the whole community together is about 2,700 acres. This community is super pet friendly. Whenever I'm out here showing properties, there's always someone walking their dog. There's a lot of dog parks here, and this community is split into 9 different sections, each of those sections being pretty unique on their own. But all of them have their own combination of home types, parks, builders, amenities, events going on. Just like last time I was out here, the neighborhood brought out a whole bunch of food trucks for all of their homeowners. And I would advise you to check out the Easton Park website and see what's going on in the community. There's always something scheduled and going on, and you will always have something to do while you're living here. In the primary bedroom, we have tons of natural light with those giant windows over on the right side. I love how open and bright this whole space feels. We have this custom light fixture chandelier right here in the middle of the room, really adding to the custom feel of the whole space. And we also have that really beautiful accent wall there on the back. I'm not sure Perry Homes actually does that as one of their options. I think that's just something that the builder did aftermarket just for their model home. We also have this really nice sliding glass door that leads right into the primary bathroom. Now, as we're coming into the primary bathroom, we can see the standalone bathtub right there. The shower is right behind, and there's actually 2 entrances, which we'll look into in a second. We have frosted glass windows letting in all that natural light, but still giving you privacy. We have the 2 separate vanities for you to have your own separate space from each other. The beautiful light fixtures right on top, and we have these dark colored cabinets just adding to the contrast of the room. Since we have a lot of white in here, we have these hexagonal floor tiles, which kind of break it up from the wood look that we saw throughout the rest of the first floor, which all leads us to this private water closet, which separates you from the whole world when you're taking care of business. And while we're turning around to take a look at that shower, I do want to point out that the standalone bathtub is an upgrade, but I do see that in a lot of their inventory homes. And as we take a step into the walk-in shower, I want to point out that we have 2 shower heads up on the top, and this is a mud set shower, which essentially just means that there's a bit of a step down when getting in and out of the shower, which all leads us right back to these 4 massive windows that are letting in all of this natural light. We have the first primary closet right here. There are 2 in this bathroom, so you don't really have to fight over space. You get all of what you see here to yourself. You have quite a bit of hanging space, and you have some wall built-ins for you to put shoes and other accessories that you may use. Also keep in mind that the flooring just went from tile and it is carpet in this closet. And usually for a lot of new builds that I see around town, it's usually carpeted in the closets, but if you are looking to get that tiled off, you can usually ask the builder what type of flooring they used for the rest of the property so you're able to at least match it. I also have a really good tile guy that can help you out if you're ever thinking about getting any more flooring work done in the area. And in this model, there's a really nice feature that lets you walk straight from your closet into the laundry room, so you're able to get all of your stuff done without having to drag your laundry through the whole house. You have a few built-ins right above, so you're able to leave your laundry detergent, hang up any clothes, and really just have some extra storage right on top of your laundry. Now we're about to take a step right back into the great room, so we're able to check out the rest of those bedrooms that we passed when we first walked into the house. So stay tuned to see that home office when we get to the very front. And when we get upstairs, I really want to show you that media room. It is such a great option that they do in this home. And as we're taking our first steps out of the master bedroom, I really want to take a second to appreciate these modern stair railings. Really good job of adding some contrast to the overall bright feeling of the house. And now we're here in the dining room. You definitely have enough space to get the family together for the holidays or just for your daily dinner routine. And right now, as we go towards the front of the house, I do want to point out that this area right here is also 19 feet to the ceiling. So it still feels super grand and open when you first walk in. And also just want to point out that that little area on the right is actually the builder office. Normally it would be the garage, and that gets converted right after they sell the model and finish out with the community. Also, take a look at the custom chandelier that they have up at the front. Also, that super big window at the very top and the smaller one right over the entrance. Now we're going to take a look at some of these other bedrooms. Here on the right is going to be the laundry room. This is where everyone else in the house would be accessing this area, but you in the master, you still get your secret little passage and you get to save some time. Here we have a little half bathroom in the very front of the house, and I want to give some props to whoever staged and designed this model because I really love the under cabinet light that they have here in the half bath. I don't think that's offered by Perry Homes, but definitely something to draw some inspiration from. And right here, we're getting into bedroom number 2. This is the second of 2 rooms on the first floor, including the master, and it's the closest to the front of the house. And usually I see this room being utilized for people who have trouble getting up and down the stairs, since you really don't have any other rooms other than this one, the master bedroom, and then the home office, which we're about to see in just a second. As far as rooms you can really utilize down here, we have a pretty decent sized closet for a second bedroom, and it's also a suite, so you do have your own private bathroom that you don't really have to share since you have that half bath right outside. And I want to point out that that is an upgrade. Usually it would just be a bathroom, and instead of having a half bath right outside, it would just be a second bath with a bathtub and not this good walk-in shower. And I really like that Perry Homes tiles their showers all the way up to the ceiling. Not every builder does that, but I think that's just a little touch that adds to the luxury feeling of these homes. Here is what the tile flooring looks like. And right now we're about to get out and check out that home office. This is definitely something needed for our work at home clients, and it's actually one of my favorite things that Perry Homes does. Most of their plans come with a home office, so gone are the days of you having to cram all of your office stuff into a bedroom. Here you have your own independent space that doesn't count as one of the bedrooms. You have super large windows letting in all of that natural light, and I love that window just because as someone that works from home, having small windows and not a lot of natural light in your workspace can definitely make you feel less productive, a little less creative if you're doing creative work. And just take a look outside. Right across the street we have Union Park by Brookfield Residential. That's another builder that I really like, and I will be giving a tour on one of those homes very soon. So stay tuned and subscribe if you are interested in seeing all of the different types of homes that are offered in this community. And right now we finally get to go see that second story. Definitely has some of my favorite rooms upstairs, including the game room, the media room, and so much more that we are about to get into right now. And before we get into those rooms, I want to point out that the ceiling height in this area is 10 feet. It's the same out here as it is in all of the bedrooms, and it is a little different from the downstairs being 19 feet, but that definitely is needed, as now we can see downstairs into that first floor. All of that light, all of those windows are super great in adding all of the natural light into the house. Now we're getting into the game room. We have a recessed ceiling with a very nice custom chandelier at the very top. Also from this room, you can still see downstairs, and you have those 3 large windows out in the back. I know I keep saying windows, but as you can see, almost everywhere I turn, you can just see so many large windows. All of that coming together to make the homes feel super bright, super light, and open. Now we're here in the media room or the theater room, whichever you prefer. You always want to paint your walls dark colors like you see here in the model, just to cut down on any light that may be bouncing around in the room. You still have those 2 windows, but I would definitely consider adding some sort of shades or blinds to that, just so if you're trying to watch a nice movie, you don't have any of that outside light coming in and brightening up the room. And right now, as we're taking a step out of the media room, I want to tell you a little bit more geographically about this neighborhood, because I think this is truly a gem in this area. So we are about 15 minutes to the airport, 12 minutes from Circuit of the Americas where we have our F1 races. You have about a 25-minute drive to get to downtown. You have H-E-B, which if you're not familiar with an H-E-B, that's just our local grocery chain out here in Texas. That's about a 10-minute drive from this community. So you have almost everything you need within a 30-minute radius. But if you are looking at Easton Park on a map, you'll notice that there's a lot of green if you go a little bit further south and southeast, just because there's not as much development on that side of town. So I think that's really exciting for anyone who's considering purchasing in this area. And what that could possibly mean for you is, well, I'll give you an example. So the people that first bought their houses in 2017, 2018, 2019, they got in for whatever price they did. Since new communities tend to be on the lower end of the price point just because they're new, they don't have all of the amenities that they're currently offering. And the people that are coming in and seeing the community, they can't really envision the whole plan, since you just see a bunch of empty lots, empty construction. So those people bought their house, and lo and behold, a few years later, Tesla announces that they're going to unleash their new gigafactory out there in Southeast Austin. And from Easton Park, you're actually about 20 minutes from that new Tesla gigafactory. So this is an ideal location for people that are working at the gigafactory. All of that coming together to where I now see articles from KXAN and other news sources around us that home prices around the Tesla gigafactory have increased around 45% since it started building. So keep that in mind as we look at all of the undeveloped space around Easton Park. I only anticipate growth in this area, whether it's house developments, more businesses coming to the area, or just more shopping. So as we go into the future, I really foresee this neighborhood being such a great investment, not just because of what's around us right now, but because of what can come in the future. With all of that open land just ready for development, that can really help you with your home values as we go into the future. Now, we just passed through the shared Jack and Jill bathroom. Now, I really like Jack and Jill bathrooms just because of how functional they are. Especially the one that we just checked out. They had a lot of modern fixtures, ample storage, and you have enough room to accommodate those busy mornings with kids. Now, we're in the last bedroom. This is bedroom number 4. Throughout all the bedrooms, there's definitely enough space. This is a full-sized bed, and you still have enough room for a little desk. You have 4 bedrooms, but if you really needed to, I feel like you could fit 2 twin beds in here, no problem. And you still have enough room in this closet. And if you're curious what that little door is right there, that's actually just an attic access. So right now we're rearing towards the very end of the video, and I want to know exactly what you thought about this property. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is there anything you would personally change in this floor plan? I want to know. So shoot me a comment, please leave a like, and if you're interested in learning more about Easton Park, I am planning on doing a neighborhood walkthrough where I go around and kind of explain some of the different amenities, things to look forward to while you're living in this neighborhood. So if you're interested in seeing that video or any other future walkthroughs where I go through homes just like this and explain everything in detail so you and your family have all of the tools you need to make an informed purchasing decision, please consider subscribing and also check out that link in the description. That should be a great starting point for your home buying journey before you even talk to a realtor or talk to a builder. So as always, take care and have a good one.